I do not have a clue how this came into my head, but today I've decided to ride a Boris bike from one of the docking stations in London all the way to France and then bring it back within 24 hours so I don't get charged £300. Honestly, at this point, I'm just torturing myself. I don't even know why I do this stuff. It just does sound like a great 24 hours to me. I don't have a clue what could go wrong. You guys have been smashing the like goals recently. I have to do another 24-hour work challenge, and I also have to drive the Jaguar to Africa. Both of those videos are in the works. I'm gonna make it a bit high this time, but 50,000 likes and I will ride a penny farthing somewhere far away. I don't know where though, but I'll do it. Let's get on with this stupid video. So today is Tuesday, the big day. We're cycling to France. I don't know if this is the stupidest thing I've ever done on my channel. I think it's about 80 miles in total. We're doing 63 miles today, and then we're doing the rest tomorrow morning. It wouldn't be that bad if we weren't riding on a Boris bike, but the fact is, Boris bikes weigh 23 kilograms. They're horrible to ride on for more than a mile, and they only have 3 gears, which are really, really low gears as well. And the other part, which is going to make it 10 times more stressful and possibly extremely expensive, is the fact that if you don't return the bike within 24 hours, you get charged, I think it is £300 per bike. You're going to have to cycle there within the 24 hours, go to France, cycle about, and then we have to make it back to London. We're not cycling back, we're driving back with the bike. So this is the route that we plan on taking today, 60.8 miles as you can see. It says it's going to take 5 hours 44, but it's on a Boris bike. That's just not happening. I've booked the only Airbnb I can find in a place called Ashford. The only issue I have is we have to be there before 10 p.m. to be able to actually check in. We're leaving London at 3:30 p.m. to be able to stick to our schedule to be able to make it back in time the next day after our train. That only leaves us 6 hours and 30 minutes to get to the Airbnb. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. I hope we are, because I don't really want to pay £300. TFL, if you're watching, please don't charge me or try arrest me or prosecute me. I'm not doing anything illegal. We're running a bit late, but luckily the tube has literally just got here, as you can see. Now we have an hour tube journey. Alright, so we've just arrived at the Boris bike docking station. I think we've come to the best location to start from. I'm not 100% sure though, and it's a bit late now because it's already 4 p.m. Handyman Glenn is sorting out our Boris bike tickets. We're not actually breaking the rules, I'm pretty sure, because it says you must return a bike within 24 hours, and it doesn't say you can't take it out of the country. I think Boris would actually be quite impressed. We're putting the bikes to good use. This could be a problem. It says TFL uses GPS technology. I'm just hoping they're not watching all the bikes and just mysteriously see 2 leaving London towards the Eurotunnel, but yeah, let's just pray it's gonna be okay. Just doing a test run to check the bike's working okay. It feels fine. It feels like a Boris bike, which is just crap, to be honest. I'm now gonna switch over to the GoPro and we are gonna begin our journey. First mile done, 59 left to go. It's a breeze, mate. It's an absolute breeze. From now on, there is gonna be no negativity from me. I've realized I need a very, very positive mindset to actually be able to complete this, because otherwise I'm gonna wanna die the whole time. 2 miles down in 15 minutes, that's not awful, but it's not great. Abiding by the law, stopping at red lights, as always. Just wanna say a quick mention to TFL, if you're watching, I love you so much. Our first hill of the journey, I feel like it's also not gonna be the last, and definitely not gonna be the hardest. Glenn, that's a red light. Oh, that is cheating, Glenn. That is absolute cheating. Oh, I do like the sneakiness though. Whenever there's a hill, there's a downhill. And holy fuck, I'm going pretty fast right now. Oh my God! I really hope this brakes work. It's a cycle lane. My life is finally safe again. Yay. 7 miles down, we've been going up this hill for quite a while now. Been in second gear for a very long time. Really tired. I'm not failing this. I don't care what time we get to Ashford, but we're making it there tonight. We've just found some competition. Hi guys. Hello. We're cycling to France on Boris bikes. Okay. Already lost them. They've absolutely sped away. Show offs. Nice guys though. Probably would invite to my Christmas party. Got a Ferrari behind me. It's very loud. Very expensive. 52 miles left to go. Legs aren't hurting too much yet. Oh, yes, we set off a speed slowdown there. Ah, you not see me? Are you f***ing blind? Slipstream mode activate. Going on to the 5th leg of Tour de France. Creeping up to speeds of 32 miles per hour.
Crackhead Ben is on the loose.
I I think this is the right way. It might not be. It definitely isn't. Google Maps is lying to us. It thinks we're on the road, but we're not. First wrong turning of the trip. I'm sure not the first. Oh my God, Google Maps is really f***ing us over.
You're joking me.
No! Is this a joke? Oh my God. So we're back moving again. Hopefully there aren't any more stairs because that was awful. Go. I have a feeling that we're going to be cycling on these kind of paths the whole way. And if so, I'm not really that pleased. Come on, give us a little bit of skills.
I haven't seen what the other side's like, but...
Nah, you got this, you got this. Way! Goes to the light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, this is so sweet. Finally we're onto a nice, quiet, smooth road with no stairs and no London buses. So a nice cyclist just came past us and told us that a big hill was coming, and I don't think she was lying because there's a f***ing hill right there and it looks quite big. Made it up the hill in first gear, but I still made it up the hill. That's all that matters. Then mate, how you feeling?
Slowly dying. We'll get on with it.
Yeah, we're gonna make it, bro. No giving up.
Nah, we got it, we got it.
What goes up must come down. We now have the downhill section of Tour de France. Now this is the enjoyable part, I like this part. So we've just stopped for a quick 5-minute break. We're in a place called Betson. We're a third of the way currently, 40 miles left to go. I think I'm gonna call the Airbnb in a sec, tell them that I'm going to be late. Hopefully they'll be okay with it. If not, I'll offer to give them some money. The bikes aren't nearly as bad as I thought they were going to be, so fair play, Boris Bike. Glenn, you think you're gonna be okay to make it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We'll do it. With my back and my neck, mate.
Oh, stop complaining, shut up. Guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It really helps me out. We're gonna sit down for another couple of minutes and then we're gonna head off and finish the journey. And we are back on the road finally. 40 miles to go. Let's do this. Oh, watch out, Glenn. Sorry. It was going so well and we're back on gravel again. Oh God.
Distance 40 kilometers.
Oh,
Speed
God.
13.
Just past mile 25, 35 to go. We've just crossed the halfway mark. It says we're gonna get there at 10:30. Hopefully we actually do. I don't think we're gonna stop until we get there. Maybe like a quick 30-second toilet break, but apart from that, we need to cycle.
I'm lost and I'm found, but it's torture being in love.
The clouds in the distance are looking so horrible right now. I really hope it doesn't pour down on us. I'm also slightly bait about the fact that if we're having to cycle down country lanes in the pitch black and we don't have any torches or anything, then we might be a bit f***ed, but oh well, there is literally nothing I can do about it. You've got to be joking. Where the f am I cycling through right now? This is supposed to be a cycle path. Bruh, I feel like I'm on D&V again. Again, I didn't even do it. How you feeling, Glenn?
Don't lie to you, mate. I'm absolutely shanked.
We're having a little break by walking for a bit because we're going uphill. We've literally been going uphill for the past 20 minutes. Hopefully there's a fat downhill after this and we can catch up with our time. I don't know what we're gonna do if we can't get to Ashford on time. Obviously, one thing's sleeping on the streets, another thing's sleeping on the streets with Boris bikes. I don't really want them to get stolen because then it'll be my fault. This is not the one. Such a bad idea. Just a quick reminder, 68% of you guys watching the video right now aren't subscribed. I'm really trying to hit 500k by the end of the month, and if you guys could subscribe, it would help me out massively. Okay, back to the video. Finally back on some sort of tarmac, but it's still uphill. We're still walking. This is actually quite hard. I think I may have underestimated this, like I do with every challenge on my channel. Just having a quick break, getting a breath. I think we have finished the majority of the uphill now. Glenn is gonna basketball his way to Ashford.
Please murder me.
This is a good idea.
It's a cracking idea.
It's a cracking idea. I have actually really enjoyed this video so far. Jokes. We have recharged, we are back on the road. We've got 2 hours and 20 minutes. We're gonna get there at 11 p.m. A few doggers there having fun. Come on, lad. We got this. We got this. So we've got a bit of an unexpected change of plan, which is completely out of our control, but we're about 20 minutes away from our Airbnb right now. We're going to a completely different one in Maidstone, which means we're gonna have to cycle like 3 times more tomorrow, which means we're gonna have to leave at like 4 a.m. Oh, let's get on with this journey. Oh.
Well, could be worse.
So as you can see, I'm finally inside. We ended up booking another Airbnb in Maidstone. The reason is we were going to go to Ashford. We were going to arrive there about 11 p.m. We were fine with it. But then we realised it was going to get way too dark. And that would have been fine as long as we were actually going on a road. But the route it was taking us was down Pilgrim's Way. And a lot of it was a trail and like just like a cycle path through woods and stuff like that. It was either we'd have to go on that route or go on the motorway and really fast A roads, which is just a bit dangerous. The new schedule is obviously we're staying here tonight, we're leaving at about 4 a.m. and then we're gonna cycle another 39 miles to get to Folkestone, which is the exact same amount of distance we've done as today. Okay, so plot twist, the original Airbnb we actually booked ended up sending me a message the next day saying that this listing was a fraudulent listing. I don't know how that's possible and I don't really get how they're replying to my message. Apparently that B&B wasn't even open, and if we did arrive on time we still wouldn't have been able to get in. However though, if you use my Airbnb discount, £35 off your booking, you would have saved 35. Yeah, I'm just trying to promote my Airbnb code. If you thought I was going to go a whole video about promoting it, then you are silly. If you want to save £35 off your Airbnb booking, go check it out down below. Let's get back to the video and cycle. Woo! We've both just ate some Domino's, trying to recover.
I'm dead, man. Honestly, I feel like I could fall asleep like right now.
Good morning everyone, the time is currently 4:18. We've just woken up. As you can see, there are a few different routes. The one it's currently trying to take us is actually the path that we didn't want to go yesterday. It's a trail for most of the way. So instead, we're going to do this route, which is a bit longer. 3 hours 35 and 41 miles, which is pretty much the same as what we did yesterday. I am absolutely knackered. My knees are in tatters. The Boris bikes have been in the garden of this B&B all night, so we're going to go get them. Fingers crossed, everything goes alright. The bikes are still here, all good and alive. Glenn, you ready to take the road?
I'm dying, bro, but we got this.
Let's do this. We just had a ton of downhill, we're going back up a little bit now, but I think for the rest of the journey it should be fairly flat. Bah! Bah! So we've just passed the 9 mile mark. We've done a quarter of this leg. It's final countdown. Do, 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 do. Also, because a small minority of people out there like to comment and say that I leave my cat at home, or like who's looking after my cat, yada yada. I didn't think I'd actually ever have to like properly address it, but obviously whenever I go away someone's looking after my cat. There is someone at my flat right now. My cat is always being looked after. $16 miles to go, over halfway now. It was going so well. Oh, at least these stairs have bike tracks, so. I don't think we're meant to be in this roundabout, but there's no other way that we can actually get to the turning we need to. We are now 11 miles away. We're supposed to get there 14 minutes before we need to. Just having some Percy pigs, having a quick stop. This is gonna be the very last final push, and then we're gonna be done finally. Oh God. Alright, so long story short, I'm now in the car with the bikes. We were basically 5 miles away from getting to the Eurotunnel. We had about 20 minutes, but we just weren't gonna make it, and I didn't want to miss this train because it would have been another like £150, £200, and we might not have been able to then made it back to London on time, and then we would have had to pay the £300 fines for bikes. I'm slightly annoyed at myself that I didn't entirely make it, but we are 5 miles off.
Bonsoir, you have now arrived in France. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you. Thank you, have a nice day.
We have somehow managed to just get through border control with no questions asked. Don't know how that's possible. We did about 70 miles. Bear in mind we've just done the last 5 miles in the car, which I still think is quite impressive-ish. It did take us a little while, but we've got here eventually. Okay, so we are now properly in France. We've driven about 10 minutes away from Calais so we don't get run over by a lorry. The Chuckle brothers are trying to coordinate getting the bikes out of the car. I don't know if you can see, but that is the White Cliffs of Dover over there. It's not actually that far away. I'm thinking of doing a video which involves the channel, but more on that later. We've got one bike out of the car. Glenn's not feeling up for going on a little cycle. He's a bit tired. We're gonna cycle down to the beach, see what it's saying, go down some sand dunes, all that cycling, and we didn't quite make it to the Eurotunnel, but we have made it to France. I'm getting quite funny looks in this beach, to be honest. I don't know why everyone's so surprised about seeing a bike. Oh, we're doing great. We're doing absolutely perfect. The bike is giving up on me. The seat is also a bit broken, but we're going to make it to the sea. What a beautiful bike. I'm so glad we've done this together. And here I am on a beach in France, the White Cliffs of Dover behind me, on a beautiful sunny day with our Boris bike, which has done amazingly. Tom, who nicely brought the car so we could take the bikes over the Eurotunnel, said he's gonna go for a swim. Is he okay? No, there. Oh my God, he just dived into the water. What? How you feeling, Glenn?
Yeah, I'm good to be
Yeah,
fair.
you happy to be here?
Yeah, my knee hurts, but like, we made it. We
Your
did
knee
the job.
hurts?
My knee hurts.
Oh.
Cry me a river.
Oh. How was that, mate? Good?
Yeah, it was actually proper nice.
This is the one thing that I can actually say Boris has done well, and that is make these bikes. Oh, there we go, nice and comfy. I swear to God, you guys are gonna actually have to lift these off me for me to get out. We've just been to the beach. We are now back in the car. As you can see, I am literally under and on top of these Boris bikes. We're about to get in the Eurotunnel to go back to England, even though we're only here for about an hour. I don't really want to pay that £300 fine though. Fingers crossed we actually make it back in time, otherwise this will be a very, very expensive video. It's currently 2 PM. It says it should take about an hour and 40 to get there, but I feel like the traffic might get a bit busier. I have my McDonald's. Glenn, it's nice and cozy in the back. You good there?
Made myself a little bed, mate.
So we've just arrived back in London with the Boris bikes. The time is 3:21 and we are at a docking station, which means we have successfully made it. Apart from my recent delivery video, I think this has been the longest 24 hours of my life. Riding a penny farthing to Amsterdam. Bike number 1 is being returned. Oh. There we go. And the second bike has been safely returned. There we go. That is a green light right there. Both of these beauties have traveled to France and back in the past 24 hours. There is sand and seaweed as evidence on the wheels. We really did it. So yeah, that is basically the whole video. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure you subscribe. We're trying to hit 500k by the end of the month. I know it might seem unrealistic, but I'm uploading weekly now. The support has been insane recently, as always. I'm just loving making videos right now. I've got so many ideas to film in the next couple of months. Leave a like if you enjoyed. 50,000 likes and we're riding a penny farthing somewhere. Comment a video idea and I'll probably shout you out if I end up using it. And of course, subscribe. I'll see you guys for another video next Sunday. Goodbye.